My couch doesn't pull out, and neither do I. It's the Poddamn Idiotz podcast.
Space is the final frontier. Then this is just the pit stop at the rest area that is near.
It's a Poddamn Idiotz podcast.
Podcast.
It's a Poddamn Idiotz podcast. It's a Poddamn Idiotz podcast. It's a Poddamn Idiotz podcast. In your ear. Hot, 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 hot,
Damn it.
hot, hot,
Poddamn it. Poddamn it.
hot, hot, hot,
Damn.
hot,
Idiot.
hot, hot.
Okay. Poddamn idiots.
Poddamn it.
From Beaver Island on Lake Michigan, the Red Room in Spadeland, and the Scorpion Room in San Marcos, Texas. This is the Poddamn Idiots podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. Sitting across from me, we have somebody for some strange reason, like Sidney Crosby and the Penguins. Penguins gal. We have the biggest Red Wings fan I know, Jay Hizzle. The second biggest Red Wings fan I know, Texas. And another Red Wings fan, Rick Spade. And the beautiful, lovely Mrs. 605. And me, Captain Slow.
You're a Red Wings fan too, right, Captain Slow?
Yeah, I said and me.
Okay, just want to make sure.
When's the last time you guys made the playoffs?
Huh. I don't even remember.
Josh, you know
2 years ago.
what he said.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Since
Oh, this is-
I've
hey,
been
This is
there.
going to be so entertaining for me because I don't care one way or the other.
By the way, let's go Tampa. Woo!
Texas. What's happening down there in Texas? What have you been up to?
Game's right there, I'm guessing.
Oh, not much. Working as normal. Since my hours got cut, I've had to get a second job, so now I am a door dasher, like Be Slow there.
Welcome to the club. Woo!
Have you actually started?
I have not, because I work a normal job, but I will start tomorrow during college football, because I'm sure people will want food.
Oh, they will. Are you getting excited to try dashing for the first time?
Yeah, it is what it is.
You'll probably go to Texas State quite a lot.
On
Texas. In Texas.
on an unrelated note, last week I bashed Justin kind of harshly for forgetting to introduce himself during his intro. But as I was watching the episode before where I did the intro, I forgot to introduce myself.
Oh, wow. Someone's a hypocrite. Just
No,
kidding.
someone had to add Mrs. 605 and forgot to talk about his damn self.
Happens sometimes. She distracts us.
Happens.
Show where Jay didn't introduce anybody at all. He just went right into the show.
I don't remember that.
I do.
But yeah,
I'm
that's
sure that-
all I got.
Rick is really quiet.
That sounds like me. So, but well, Texas, I'm excited for you to get to try some dashing. What's it like having no normal hours? Is that a good thing?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm thoroughly enjoying not working 70 hours a week, but my paycheck does not like it. So
That's true. I can see where that would be a con. Yo, Rick.
Skip me for
He looks really.
He looks perplexed.
Chug that drink. Chug it.
He's.
while Rick
well,
is trying to perplex himself, I do have a quick story because Rick mentioned a nasty fart that he did in the cheese section where he cut the cheese. Have you ever been in your vehicle and farted so badly you had to pull over and get out because you couldn't stand your own stench?
No, I thought everyone liked their own brand.
Oh, a few
That's
times when I was at work and I had to drive the giant sweeper around, man, I don't know what I ate, but something died. I had to pull over and let it air out because it was god awful.
That might be the most horrifying thing I've ever heard.
Oh, just
Yeah.
Just wait. Yeah, we haven't got to Urban Dictionary yet.
is not even close. It
Wow.
only goes downhill from here.
Hey,
That's
Justin,
true.
you want to tell her what your definition of WAP is?
Well, she already listened to the episode.
We've spent quite a bit of time this week discussing if Justin knows what terms are from Urban Dictionary or just other things that.
She might have written some down, but I don't know if you actually remember.
No, I didn't write anything
Oh.
down.
I sent one to Texas.
Did you?
I did.
Oh boy.
Well, she's sending me Urban Dictionary. Rick's sending me Urban Dictionary. I'm getting random people now sending me Urban Dictionary, so it's kind of fun.
Nice.
You're getting famous, Justin.
Captain B, how is your week going?
Well, considering I'm here with you, it's actually fantastic.
That's what I like to hear.
Beaver Island's the place. I don't want to leave. I don't want to go home. I will figure out how to live here.
I like it. Mrs. 605, I imagine your week's been very similar.
very, very similar. Very similar. It's my home away from home, and every year it gets harder and harder to leave.
But Penguins, gal, what do you think of Beaver Island?
It's been great. It's been really beautiful, and we've had really nice weather. The only unfortunate thing was we had a little bit of issues getting a fire started tonight from some rain that we had yesterday. So
No s'mores. Sad.
I might have
Justin had a couple of s'mores, I think,
Yeah, lack of fire is not going to keep me away from a s'more.
because we made the fire go. But it's probably actually still going because we finally got it going out there.
This thing working now?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Rick, what's happening in your land? How was your week?
Yeah, well,
Anything exciting? I know you've been working out.
I got written up at work, so that was awesome.
Ooh, did you do anything really cool to get written up? Any good story?
I got an attitude and chucked some product.
Oh, you chucked some product.
Last time I chucked something, I got a raise out of it. So yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
That's all right.
Yeah,
Didn't you
boss
chuck your
was happy.
You got a raise?
Yeah, I threw my hard hat out of frustration. I didn't throw it at anybody, but I got a raise out of it. So,
Jeez, Texas, look at you. Set the example. Rick tried it. Didn't work.
Maybe I should try it.
Other than that, I've been
Why'd you throw your gun?
I worked out 4 days this week, so
Oh, nice. You're feeling sore?
just my lower back and my hip, but other than that, I'm good.
Nice. Does it feel nice to be back at the gym again?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's kind of been like my go-to for when I was been upset. So the fact that I'm actually able to go back has really been helpful. I also learned I could do a 2 miles in 8 minutes and 36 seconds on the bike, so that made me happy.
Oh, bike ride. Getting some cardio in. I like it.
Yeah, I thought I'd do something different.
Next thing you know, you're going to be like, Jay Hizzle, do you want to go for a run?
Ah,
Well, you haven't run while you're up here. You said you were going to.
No, it hasn't happened. That's fine.
you know what's gonna happen? You'll be like, "Hey, do you want to go for a run?" I'll be like, "Yeah, sure." We'll get to the end of your driveway. Okay, I'm done.
Well, you guys. Oh, that's not okay. You got to start somewhere.
There's no liquid in there.
I'm like, what the heck?
There's no liquid. I'm just lazy and don't want to hold it. So,
Huh. Well,
Yeah, I don't have something to keep it right here. Like, yo, what up?
anything else happening, Rick?
No, that's pretty much it this week.
Nice. Well, like most of the people on this podcast, I am currently at the Beaver, and the island here is pretty awesome. There was a little bit of choppy waves when we came out here, and it was a little bit warm inside, so I had to stay
I'm back.
outside so I'd feel good.
She's back.
But yeah, once we made it, things been awesome on the island, and everyone here is nice, and there's not a ton of people here. We've done exploring, and we've so far been to about 5 lakes that are on the island that's on the lake.
Okay.
Amazing.
A couple more that maybe we can find.
Yep.
7
So
of them.
we
Then we did a
hiking.
nice hike to one of the lake, to Barney's Lake yesterday. That
Yeah.
was beautiful.
Yep, and Xavier seems to be having a really good time, which is good. He likes hiking, which
He
is
loves
exciting.
it here.
I can show you guys where the lakes are if you want to check over here. On the map.
Oh,
Over
that's-
in this general area.
And we saw 2 airports, which is awesome.
All 2.
You know how I like to see all 2 airports.
2 airports, 7
And
lakes.
I've eaten more junk food this week than I've eaten the whole year. So
Oh, because we started games last night. This is a really big table we have here, and it was half full of snacks for Justin,
He literally brought half of the kitchen.
and he
For
ate
games.
it.
I want a little bit of popcorn. I want some Oreos when things went south.
Chips and salsa, macaroni and
Chips and
cheese.
a little bit.
Some cottage
Or
cheese.
cottage
Yeah,
cheese.
cottage cheese.
Chips and dip.
I don't count cottage cheese as junk, but
Cheetos.
I did have Cheetos. And if you dip Cheetos in French onion dip, it's actually delicious.
The amount
It
of
is.
That's a fact.
the amount of bags of chips that were brought on this trip were
Slightly ridiculous.
yes.
And then we bought more.
To which Penguin's gal here was like, we're never gonna go through all those chips. And
Her response was to go buy more.
yes.
Just to make sure.
Well, because then by the time we went to the store yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, every bag was open, and I was like, I mean, we might as well, like, we have 2 things to dip. We might as well get another bag, I guess.
That's our goal, to eat through all this food. I mean, they got indoor plumbing for a reason, so.
I've been eating a
All
lot.
right.
I've been
Go to
getting
the
into
gym.
workout.
Yep, me too. I think everyone probably has. But
Anyway, what news do we have?
oh, so much news. It's
Wait,
time
Wait. There's a few people who haven't said what their week was like.
Who?
I don't think Penguins Girl has said anything. I don't really think Miss 605 has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Am
did
I
too.
just not paying attention? No, I'm just not paying attention.
We
Then.
all did.
It was really
Okay.
quick because they kind of
We all have the same week together.
I
We're
went
doing the
in-
same thing.
I went into more detail, but Penguin's gal actually had.
I guess that's what it was. Justin went in more detail, and just my mind forgot everyone else because Justin doesn't shut up.
Turn the video off and zip your pants up. Let's focus.
Yes,
Come on.
You're wearing pants, right?
you can go right back to it when you're done, Texas.
Crotch shot. Okay, that's just I
Wow.
can see the wee outlined.
Wow.
Interesting. I can't see anything because I am looking at news. Because guys, there's
Looking
a
at
lot
nudes.
news.
Oh,
There's a lot happening in the news. Okay.
You're not
First off,
sure of those.
guys, does anyone here eat black licorice?
Ugh.
black licorice
Most
jelly beans are
disgusting
my
thing
fave.
ever.
I'm gonna tell you, black licorice.
Rick's really quiet again.
Black licorice is very dangerous if you are not careful.
Ugh.
So they say too much of a good thing can be harmful, is what this news article says.
Just don't eat it. You don't have to worry.
That was the case for a Massachusetts man whose love of black licorice ultimately cost him his life.
Explain.
Well, apparently,
That means he died. Died.
Tampa Bay Lightning score.
Oh my God, news alert. This podcast is going to take forever.
And continue the black licorice.
So, yeah, breaking news. So, a 54-year-old Massachusetts construction worker overdosed on black licorice. Apparently, the candy contains glyceric acid, and it caused the man's potassium levels to plummet because he had so much of it. So, dangerously low levels of potassium lead to abnormal heart rhythms,
failure.
high blood pressure, in some cases, congestive heart failure. Exactly. Wow, you're good. So even a small amount of licorice you eat can increase your blood pressure a little bit, said one of the cardiologists at the Massachusetts hospital. So the man was not identified in the case report, but he collapsed while eating lunch at a fast food restaurant. The incident occurred a few weeks after he switched from red licorice to black licorice. He probably ate a bag or more of the candy per day.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
How do you do that?
Okay, so for some perspective, the FDA warns if you're 40 years of age or older, eating 2 ounces of black licorice a day for at least 2 weeks, that could land you in the hospital with an irregular heart rhythm. Wow. So let's just say if you like black licorice, just be careful. All right? Don't be irresponsible with it.
Everything in moderation.
It's not every day that somebody tells you to be responsible with your licorice intake.
It's true, but today is that
Licorice
day.
intake, maybe, but not licorice.
So on the Poddamn Idiots podcast, we do that kind of
Liquor.
stuff.
You heard it here, folks.
Ooh la la.
Black licorice will make you die.
I got another news story that Rick Spade sent me. This is about an Instagram
Of course
model
he did.
who poses as Catwoman, and she was jailed for mask robberies. I'm excited to read more. Look at
Catwoman as
Um,
Catwoman, robbed as Catwoman.
Like normal girl. It's fine.
she's
Just in a
Australian.
Catwoman outfit.
She's Australian.
Rick was only looking at that general area.
Oh, I did something. But anyway, I'm just
To be
looking at
honest
the
with you, I
pictures.
didn't even look at the thing. I just sent it to Jay because it amused me.
Well, she's an Australian Instagram model with sticky fingers. And a penchant for posing as Catwoman. She's been jailed after being arrested for the same time this year for a series of crimes, including mask robberies and shoplifting, according to the report. So, Monique Agostino, she's only 25. I don't know. I don't know that name. I don't know a lot of Moniques. That's an Australian thing. So apparently she was warned last year her life was going down the toilet. She did, which is interesting. So then she made a threat. If she harmed herself and the slammer, it would be the jurist's fault. So this sounds like things are just getting really crazy with this girl.
So if her life was going down the toilet, was she looking for poo?
She might have been. She might have been looking for poo. So
Like that one, Josh?
well, wow, yeah. So they're saying this bust ended up breaking into businesses, stealing pizza even. Wow. She tried
Wings and
breaking into
pizza.
a House of Fruit convenience store. And she broke into the Stanley Street Cafe. Wow, she just breaks in everywhere. So very, very interesting.
Nobody said
Rick probably didn't even know what the story was about.
No, not at all.
So,
I thought it was interesting that somebody dressed up like Catwoman was robbing.
Catwoman. Do you know what else is interesting? Do you know what really sucks is when you live in a village and you lose your broadband every single day for 18 months. Wouldn't that be awful?
I want my money back.
Yeah, well, this happened to an entire Welsh village, apparently. And the whole village lost their broadband signal, so engineers investigated why. And it turns out, after looking at like all the settlement's 400 residents, they found out that it was an interference from one home where they discovered an elderly resident's old TV set. We're talking about like really old, from like the 80s with the bunny ears. So the broadband outages.
The 80s, like when we were all born.
Yeah, we're older.
Mm-hmm.
So the outages coincided with the residents' daily routine of switching on the TV set at 7 a.m. Wow. So whenever she turned on her old TV set with the rabbit ears, all the broadband, the entire village would go out. And then when she switch it off, everything would be good again.
So the rabbit ears truly took in all the signal.
Apparently it did. That's
she must have had
amazing.
some super foil on those things.
I guess. So really, you know, if they would have figured this out earlier, she could like charge money. Like, I'm going to charge you all $10 a month. Make some good money that way. So if one of you doesn't pay up, then turn that TV back on.
Now, we all know if somebody would have realized it was her, they would have smashed that bitch.
You mean the TV, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, and we got another Guinness Book of World Records. This is a good one, guys.
All right, who's blowing who?
Oh, no one's doing anything that this is tough. All right, you know how some people are tree huggers? That's like what some people are called. Well, there's a woman who's a real tree hugger, and she went for the Guinness World Record for the longest time to hug a tree, and she broke the mark at over 10 hours.
Hugging a tree for 10 hours.
A Tennessee woman broke a Guinness World Record by hugging a tree in Chattanooga Park for 10 hours and 5 minutes. Wow, she spent 10 hours and 5 minutes with her arms wrapped around a walnut tree at Heritage Park.
Hope she didn't have to eat, pee, poop.
The record was 8 hours and 15 minutes.
Why wouldn't she go 8 hours and 16 minutes?
Because she wanted to make sure it was harder to beat. I feel like I could beat that record.
Let's do it, Jay.
Or, like, maybe we should, like, do a hugging a bush or something. Something just even more ridiculous. Or hugging, like, a plant. I don't know.
Want to hug a bush?
You're right. That would be kind of prickly.
We are on the fever.
But yeah. Anyway, that is a record that I think is breakable. The attempt was live streamed on the World Record Tree Hug page. There is a World Record Tree Hug page on Facebook. Wow. But the feat raised money for the local Audubon Society. So that's cool. I like when these things go for good purposes. But who makes these things? Literally, just think of anything you want to do and you can set a record. Like, we were playing dominoes. We could probably find out what the record is for the longest dominoes and do that or something. So the longest podcast, we can figure out what that is and break that record.
We can't be that far off.
Yeah, no kidding. And last but not least.
I think I'll be passing on that week.
Oh, man. You know, firefighters sometimes have to battle blazes. But do you know what really sucks?
Vacuums.
When 22 tons of chicken poop get set on fire.
Oh.
I know. This is rough. In Britain, crews from 3 towns spent 3 hours extinguishing the flames from a blaze that started when a 22-ton pile of chicken manure caught fire. Whew.
Holy shit.
I know. So that was a really stinky job. There were no injuries reported, though. Experts said the chemicals in the poultry manure can cause spontaneous combustion when a pile becomes too large to allow heat to escape. Kind of like an oil rag, I learned. Oil rags, if you pile them up, can spontaneously combust. So you got to let them dry out themselves and then put them in like a bag of water.
Justin just learned why oil rags go in red metal containers.
It's true. Or I also read if you have a Ziploc bag, you can put them in there with water and close it. And you'll be fine. So that's what I did with mine because I was going on vacation.
What the hell?
I know. It's true, though.
It's crazy.
But-
No, mine keeps going out.
You're still in over here.
It's disconnecting on mine.
Oh, now you're out again.
Oh, boy.
Well, our Wi-Fi here is just not the best.
So.
We are 32 miles in the middle of Lake Michigan.
Yep. I still actually see Chelsea/Mrs. 605 on here.
I'm back now.
Oh, guess who's back? Nah. Anyway, that is our news. Does anyone else have any news
I
stories
guess
they
we
want
can
to share?
disconnect the phone to save some Wi-Fi.
That's what I did.
Texas, did you have any news stories this week?
Excuse me.
Nah.
All right. Well, with that in mind, then, it's time for the game of the week.
Told you guys we should have started drinking earlier.
Yo, Rick,
Yeah,
what do
we
you got?
did not pregame.
Well, the tradition on the island is like noon, so we're slightly behind.
What are we playing today, Rick?
Playing a little Disturbed Friends.
Yeah.
So for the people that are new here, the way this works is I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to give you multiple choice answers, A, B, or C. Everybody's going to vote what they think. You're going to answer, and then you get to answer. And with that being said, I'm going to start with Captain Be Slow.
Brian, you
First.
answer last.
First.
I know you're used to prematurely. Never mind. Be slow. While at a wedding reception, you receive a call from your doctor. She informs you that you tested negative for any STD. You smell and yell, A, there's nothing wrong with being a slut. B, safe sex is for pussies. C, I knew those words were just pimples.
I'm
B.
going with
He says B.
pimples.
I'm going to go with A.
B.
605, what do you think?
What was B?
Safe sex is for pussies.
Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Wait, it said he tested negative,
Yep.
and I'm confused.
So his celebration is nothing wrong with being a slut. Safe sex is for pussies.
oh, B.
Or C, I knew those words were just pimples.
All right, you ready for this? Safe sex is for pussies.
Awesome.
You better be going to that doctor a lot. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, she's clean.
If it's just, yeah.
I was gonna say,
We're good.
now
there.
I know what Justin really thinks of me.
Yeah, I just realized that after I said it that you're saying that, but then you shouldn't have been there in the first place. But now I'm overthinking it.
Slightly.
Yeah,
It's a game.
It's a game.
It's weird. Justin's overthinking something.
No way.
Next.
Well, we'll go to his fiance, Mrs. 605. You would want blank to babysit your child. Would it be you would want A, Michael Jackson, B, your local priest, C, random crack fiends?
What was C?
Crack fiends.
Crack fiends. All right.
I am going to go with the local priest.
I'll go local priest just because he's probably a pretty good guy, and he'll be responsible. Teach
Hey
you
Hizzle,
good
you're
stuff.
overthinking it. Shut up. Local priest because they molest preteens, not babies.
No, this is a good local priest. B.
I'm going with Michael Jackson because he had a giraffe.
Michael Jackson.
I'll go with local priest. Jay knows the local priest, so I'm gonna go with that one.
What are we doing? 605.
Michael Jackson.
Got it. Nailed it.
But he's
He has a
dead.
giraffe.
I don't trust no fucking priest. Have you read the headlines?
You can't always trust the headlines.
Are all cops bad?
No.
Whatever. Yep.
See?
Racist.
I hate everybody equally.
That's I actually do hate everybody equally.
I'm an equal opportunity hater.
Jay Hizzle. As a corrupt police officer, you would use your authority to A, start a meth lab, B, to fondle breast, C, to get free donuts.
Get free donuts. See.
He's starting a business. He's doing the meth lab.
I want him to fondle boobs, so I'm going with B.
I don't know. This is tough, but he's an entrepreneur, so yeah, meth.
I'm going to go with boobs because I think donuts aren't his number one favorite food. If it was
There's not
a
enough
different
milk in them.
if it was cottage cheese, it would be a different thing.
Yeah.
But then also I think he's against drugs, not for drugs. So I'm going to go with boobs.
Jay?
Definitely not C.
Did Josh answer?
No donuts.
Yeah, I said donuts.
Sorry, Texas.
Oh, I thought you said boobs.
Obviously, as much as I like to be an entrepreneur, I feel like meth is really, really bad for people. But
You think?
yeah, boobs are good for everyone.
But you're not the one doing the meth.
I'll go with boobs.
Jay Hizzle's fondling boobs.
I've seen Super Troopers.
All right, we'll go with me next. I am on a brutal date and am stuck on a broken ski lift. They announce it'll take 5 hours to fix. I will A, take ecstasy, B, try to initiate foreplay, C, push my date off the ski lift and take a nap.
C.
See?
See.
Oh, I was going
See?
to go with foreplay.
Go with it.
Stick with that.
You could be right.
What are the two you're between?
B and C.
B and C.
Because here's the thing.
Sex and nap.
Well, here's the thing. If she's good looking, I would probably try to initiate foreplay, but if she's just fucking annoying, I want to push that bitch right off the lift and hope she dies. So,
Wow.
Oh, and Rick, he'll do both.
But
He'll
if she's
fondle her, then
annoying
he'll
and
push her
good
off.
looking and rejects foreplay, then you'll just push her off and take a nap.
Well, wasn't this like a bad date?
yeah, it's a
The
brutal.
cars-
That doesn't mean she's not hot.
Is the answer D, B, and C?
Yeah, is that?
That could be, yeah.
If that was a thing, it
All
would
of
be.
the above.
You know what?
You gotta pick one. Are you foreplaying or are you pushing?
No, I'm pushing that bitch off and taking a nap.
All
Yep.
right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Penguins gal. Sorry that
Oh,
we
boy.
have to do this to you.
No, you're not.
I subjected myself to it somewhat voluntarily.
True, she's the second girl that's been brave enough to sit for the whole show.
Might not be after this. A disturbed sexual fantasy of yours would most likely involve A, rape, B, golden showers, C, 3 leprechauns, and a horse tranquilizer.
C.
C.
I'm saying C.
I'm going with C because I like leprechauns.
It's the least weirdest and disturbing of all
Plus
of them.
leprechaun-
And it's the funniest one.
Leprechauns have gold.
This would be really This is why I was supposed to drink a lot before we started the show.
Get to drinking.
I'm gonna have to go with A. Sorry.
What was A?
Really?
Whoa.
What was A?
Rape.
She is
Rape. Oh,
way more fucked up than we gave her
look at-
credit for.
Nice. She fits in with us quite well.
I was saying that she fits in.
Don't tell my mom.
Mom, don't listen to this.
Texas.
See,
Well, you
He's
heard
saying
something.
yes.
Si, senor.
You think the stereotype that holds the most truth is A. Jews masturbate with gold. B. Black people use fried chicken during foreplay. C. Women that swallow have more friends.
C.
See.
I'm gonna go with B. I'm gonna be odd man
Fried
out.
chicken foreplay.
Yep.
And I'm going with C still.
what'd you say, Rick?
C.
Everyone said C except me.
I'm gonna have to go with C because she'll have a lot more guy friends.
Means more competition.
Be slow.
hmm
Maybe B is me.
I would have went with A.
You're into fried chicken?
No, that's what I think the most true stereotype.
Oh.
We should ask Lawrence.
We should.
All right, be slow. You think the Amish community is best known for A. Blowing
Food.
cows for milk. B.
Food.
Incest. C. Bearded pedophiles.
What,
was
was
B?
C? I didn't hear it.
Bearded pedophiles.
What was B?
Incest.
Let's just start over.
Incest.
Incest.
What was that?
A.
I'm
Blowing
going with
cows
blowing
for-
cows for milk.
A is blowing cows for milk. A. I'm going A.
And I love their food.
So
I can't insult my friends. Wait, I insult you guys all the time.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
saying.
Gotta pick
A.
one.
we're gonna go with A.
A.
Oh,
He's really bad at this. Yes, I went with A too.
I did it again.
You weren't supposed to answer
Oops. He
Oops.
did it
I
again.
He loves to answer before anyone else has
I
answered.
answered too soon
I didn't even
because
see
I
it.
am slow. Oh baby, baby.
In this case, you're actually fast.
You prematurely answered.
All
Amen.
right, Mr. 605.
It is for you in the game.
If murder
have my-
was legal, you would be similar to A. Gandhi, B. Charles Manson, C. Emo white kids in French coats.
If what was legal,
If murder, this is for me, right? If
So
murder was legal,
she'd be more what?
would I be more
both
like
similar
Gandhi?
to Gandhi, Charles Manson, or emo white kids in trench coats.
I don't know what emo white kids in trench coats mean, but I'm going to have to go with Charles Manson because she'll probably kill a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'll do Charles Manson.
I'm gonna go Charles Manson. Maybe not that way, but in the body count.
Correction. I will get my bitches to do it for me.
Oh,
Charles Manson.
What does
No,
the emo white kids one mean? I guess I don't get that one.
Remember, Charles Manson never actually killed anybody.
Never mind. My son informed me what the emo kids was.
Okay.
I don't know what that is either.
School shootings.
Mm,
Oh no, that's sad.
that makes sense.
All right. We go what? Jay Hizzle?
Yeah, that's me.
Fire crotch.
Give me something to overthink.
You see a random person walk up to your friend on the beach and tell her she should never wear a bikini. You tell the douchebag, A, that she makes me feel better about myself. B, she's lazy and has bad genetics. C, that it was a one piece before she tore through it.
C! C! C!
Oh my goodness!
Wow, those are all harsh.
This is
Wow.
all terrible. I would not do any of those.
I need to hear C. Justin would never say C.
I feel like A is probably the least harshest of all of them.
What was A again?
That
She makes
she makes
feel
you feel
better
better
about
about yourself.
I would have to go with A.
A.
Too.
Oh, because that's saying like she's
A.
doing okay. So what is everyone picking?
A.
Hey.
A.
C!
Canadian today, except Josh.
Well,
Eh.
I would agree A is the nicest because, then it's like, she's just trying to make me feel better about myself. 'Cause
Yeah,
she's a good friend. I'm the one that needs to lose the weight. So A.
That is legit not even what that means.
I thought they're saying like,
No, they're saying she looks so bad you don't feel bad about yourself.
I know, but then that's saying that, but I could swap that into a positive.
Yep, there you go. He's overthinking
Did you
it.
say you could whop that into a positive?
Swap.
Whop?
I don't know what you're.
Wings and pizza?
Next, A. That's my final answer.
Wings and pizza. Wings and pizza.
Here's my question. I think the coolest way to die would be from A, having a heart attack during sex, B, jumping into an active volcano, C, real life Mortal Kombat.
C. Real life Mortal Kombat.
C.
See?
Definitely C.
Followed by A.
Followed by A.
As much as I'd love to have sex and have a heart attack and die, I'd have to go with Mortal Kombat. I've always wanted to do that Scorpion get over here with like the fucking
Finish him.
the old uppercut.
That's the last words you would hear. Is somebody in the background going, finish him.
And then it'd be like, ah!
Now look, they might say that before I have the heart attack. Finish him. All right, Penguin Gal. Right now, you are thinking about A, your chances of getting laid tonight. B, how disgusting some of your friends are. C, how much
That's it.
lower your IQ will be from playing this game.
C.
What was
B.
C?
C.
How much lower your IQ will be for playing this game?
C.
I'm gonna go
I'm
with,
going with B.
C.
B. The friends.
Well, considering I haven't decided if I consider any of you guys my friends yet, I'm gonna go with B.
That's fair.
Oh.
Just
was-
kidding.
I was gonna say B, considering she's watched the both of you eat this week. But
She's been around, heard me fart and burp and all the other stuff.
No, like the first day, it was like, oh, I guess that's just gonna happen all the time now.
Yep.
yep,
Anything's possible on the island. And it's 2020, so it's like extra possibilities.
right.
Yes.
The possibilities are endless.
The island could come alive and eat us.
We're gonna get stuck like lost.
I'm totally cool with this.
Texas,
I'm-
are
I've actually been stranded on this island before when I was a kid. It's
Really?
awesome.
you ready for this?
Waves were too big to go home.
I gotta get back to work though.
All right, Texas. On your way to Las Vegas, you got kicked off the plane for A, punching a crying baby, B, joining the Mile High Club by yourself, C, overdosing on drugs that were lodged in your rectum,
B.
Yeah, B.
B.
A,
High club with yourself.
Did he say
I said A. What do
I
you
said
say,
B.
Texas?
I guess I'll go A or B. Whatever one the Mile High Club one was. I don't know.
That
what
was
that
B.
Okay, I go B.
Hey, I like are you getting ready to hit the baby right now?
Like,
Let's go
what?
A. No, B. B. You want B.
Loading up the fist. I want to punch the baby. Ah! All right. Be slow. In an epic contest to see who would go the longest without masturbating, the loser would be A, the person to my left, which is Jay Hizzle, B, the person to my right, which is your fiance, or C, the person across from me, which is Penguin Gal.
Okay, what's the question again?
longest time somebody goes without masturbating?
Oh, simple.
Jay Hizzle.
Who would be the loser?
Simple.
Jay Hizzle.
Without masturbating?
Yeah.
Jay Hizzle. Brian, don't answer. Jay Hizzle.
I'm going 605.
I fail.
For the West at this game.
I don't even need to answer, so
I give up. Let's not play this game anymore.
It's a really hard concept for him.
we're gonna tape it right here to your screen.
Do
that
not
says-
answer yet.
Do
I
not
like the answer.
He thinks it's like Jeopardy where you're supposed to answer the fastest.
quickly.
Yes. This isn't Jeopardy.
No.
Masturbation for 1,000, please.
But go ahead, since you answer prematurely. Answer again, just for the people at home.
What was your answer?
This is 605.
That's what I thought. Keep going. This is 605. To move your way up the corporate ladder, you would A, work hard, B, blackmail executives, C, blow the president like Monica Lewinsky.
My God.
B.
A.
What was B?
Blackmail people.
I'm gonna go with B.
Part of me wants to say C, but I know that's not the right answer, so I'll go B.
Yeah, it'd probably be B.
Hey, give me credit though for just getting to know you and saying that you would work hard.
Okay, well, in all honesty, I probably would just work hard, but I also have the blackmail potential, so.
I can't wait for Jay Hizzle's answer for this one.
Oh,
This will be good.
Wait for it.
All right, Jay Hizzle. You believe that God created alcohol. A, because fat people need love too. B, so Asians are not the cause of every car accident. C, so that creepy uncles have an excuse for their actions.
B.
B.
A.
B.
This one is super easy. Definitely B. That's awesome.
All right, here's my question. I don't even know how to answer this, but okay. As a black man, the worst thing about my life is A, nobody can fit my dick in their mouth. B, getting a taxi. C, paying child support.
C.
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 This is yours?
C.
A.
I'm going to go with A.
I don't pay child support, so I got to go with A.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, legit, it was Rick's question and Dick was in the answer. You
Yep.
got to know which one to pick.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's not a black man, and his dick ain't that big.
Yes, but he's pretending to
But
be.
if he was a black man,
His
you
dick
know
still wouldn't be that big.
his dick.
But Josh, why do you know what size his dick actually is?
Good point.
Yeah.
That's
Brian
legit.
told me.
Thank God none of you have seen me naked. Anyways, moving on. Penguin Gal.
Yeah.
If you were
It
slowly
is-
dying from AIDS and had no
Wait, if-
money.
Start over.
It's
Sorry.
weird. Okay. If you were slowly dying from AIDS
Why does that make me laugh?
and had no money saved for your children, you would have to A, start selling meth, B, threaten to give people AIDS unless they donated, C, sell your children.
Why is there so much answers with meth in them? I feel like that's
That is messed up.
I have no clue. I literally just read these questions.
C.
B.
I'll go B.
I'll go B.
What was B again?
Threatening to give people AIDS unless they donate?
Okay.
Or. Yeah, I'll go with B.
I'm going to go with B because I'm not selling if I had children, I wouldn't sell them because they're so precious.
My precious.
Stop it.
My precious.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go with B.
But she will, however, give people AIDS to protect them.
No. Threaten. It doesn't say that I would
That's
give them
That's
AIDS.
true.
It
She doesn't have to
does
sleep
if
around.
they wouldn't give you the money.
But it does.
It doesn't say she'd act upon that threat.
It's. I will. I threatened your small child to not give him his rock back, and it would be the same thing. I would threaten to give people AIDS, but I
Our small
wouldn't actually
child.
do it.
Unless they said please.
Tiny human.
Yep. You
Our
gotta say.
tiny human.
You gotta say please. Please don't give me AIDS, and then I won't.
Texas.
Otherwise, they'll be crying.
Yeah, crying for 50.
Yeah.
We're at a park, being creepy. You see this bitch
So-
soccer mom slap her child for burping and put them in a timeout. You run up to her and A, burp in her face and then kidnap her child. B,
Oh,
ask her for a slap and a hard spanking. C, scream, nobody puts baby in the corner.
B.
B with C being a second.
B.
I'm gonna go B.
I liked A.
You liked AA.
They were all pretty interesting.
All right.
All right, last round.
Last round, and then we're going. Okay. All right. You will not answer until I was answered.
It's B. Whoops.
Throw his card now. All right, be slow.
What?
Creepiest line to pick up a girl in a club is A.
Say cheesy line?
Creepiest.
Okay.
Creepiest
Oh,
Creepiest.
is A. Hey, does this napkin smell like chloroform? B. The voices in my head told me to come talk to you. C. I wish I was your tampon. I'm going with
Don't
C.
answer.
C.
C.
Yeah, C's pretty messed up. I like A, but C's messed up.
A.
That's what you went with?
A's my pickup line.
Creepiest. Chloroform. What are they going to do? That's creepy.
A tampon?
That's just disgusting. A is creepy.
All right.
Fair enough.
Yep. Good thing you don't have to hit on chicks anymore.
Did he
For now.
use that line on you at the wedding?
What?
Did he use that line on you at the wedding?
No.
No, I asked her to dance.
She actually said yes. She had a lot to drink.
Yep.
Hey, speaking of weddings, is your former sister married, B?
No.
Because the other day I looked and it said her last name was Franks, and I got really confused.
Yes.
Tampa scores. Is that 4-2?
4-3.
4-3. So score
Yeah.
might be 8. We're at
Update,
7. It might
update.
be 8.
Lightning.
Not that I know of. Don't really care.
All right, 6:05.
Really important season that means a lot in every sport. So let's just focus on that. Just kidding. Uh-huh.
All right, Mrs. 605. Your math teacher just failed you and laughed about it. Big mistake, cunt face. You will get your revenge by A. Accusing them of rape. B. Planting heroin on them and calling the cops. C. Taking summer school and proving them wrong.
B.
B.
Yeah, I'll go B.
That was unanimous.
B.
But yeah, B. I don't like false rape accusations, but I'm not above planting a little heroin.
This game gets very interesting.
Your fiance there probably help you get it out of he'll get it out of evidence lockup.
No, we only got meth.
I can work.
We're
with
in
meth too.
cornfield. We only got meth.
I can work with meth too.
Jay Hizzle,
Good card.
the animal you would have sex with that would cause you psychological damage is
A.
All of the above.
a baboon. B. A goat. C. A terrorist.
See a terrorist.
C, because C is doing the goats.
Kind of like a twofer.
Well, because one of our shows was a baboon's ass, I'm going with A.
Because he'd be doing a terrorist that was doing a goat.
That's the worst threesome ever.
That's why I'm going with C.
Does the goat provide goat cheese?
No.
Overthinking.
Is this
Oh, sorry.
Is this a requirement?
Oh, wait.
Like I.
So Jay Hizzle wants to milk the goat while banging the terrorist, I guess.
That
Are the
might
ter-
explain the psychological damage. He was like, I'm not getting goat cheese this way.
Are the terrorist girls?
I don't
Like other
know. It says terrorist. Terrorist. Does it
Al-Qaeda.
matter?
I mean, this all sounds really disturbing.
They like to do goats.
No shit. That's
So
the name of the game.
I'm gonna go with the baboons.
Ew.
Is it because your head looked like a baboon's ass one day?
It sounds terrifying. They can rip your arms off.
And they might fuck you with them. Baboons!
Baboons.
All right.
I need more alcohol.
Keep drinking, my friend.
Get up.
That's my question.
A lot of energy.
What I miss most that society has gotten rid of is A, public hangings, B, slavery, C, sexual harassment in the workplace.
What was
C.
the question again?
C.
Hey,
The thing I miss most about society is
Hey.
That's for you?
yes.
What were they again?
See,
C. You miss sexual harassment in the workplace.
A is public hangings.
And B. Slavery.
Who's this going to? Rick?
Chelsea's would be A for
Rick.
sure.
hey.
Rick? And
Sexual
I'm
harassment, I guess.
gonna say
go with-
A.
I'm saying C. You want to harass.
Yeah.
I want
I'm with Justin.
hang. Sorry.
That's right.
Hey,
Hang the
That's
pedophile.
horrifying.
you know,
Hey, I bet
Files.
I would
hang
agree
the
with their
pedophile,
public
hang
hangings.
the criminal. It would teach people not to do stupid shit. All right, Penguin Gal. I'm sorry you keep getting these questions. Your disturbed sexual fetish is A, elderly amputees, B,
Is what?
Elderly amputees.
Oh,
B, hairless Siamese twins, C, diapers. I'm going with elderly amputees just because that's the weirdest thing I could think of.
I'm going with the Siamese twins.
I'm going with the twins.
I'll go with the twins.
Twins.
You got some twins.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go with not answering any question ever again. That's me. That's horrifying.
I told you.
Okay, so I will only say C, diapers, because I actually have been asked about doing something in that nature before.
What?
Wow.
I guess there's like, okay, so I'm not into it, but there's a guy that I was like talking with, and he's into, I don't know what it's called, but something about like
Diaperphilia?
babies and diapers and stuff like that. And I was like, no, thank you.
Hard
And-
pass.
Like that
Yeah.
big news story that we talked about a couple weeks ago.
How about no?
So I'd have to say that because all three of them are hard pass, but that one at least somebody actually asked me, so I know that's
The
like a
least
thing.
horrifying.
So when you do a Siamese twin, which head gets the pleasure?
Both? I don't know.
I can't even figure that
I
out.
don't know.
Texas,
Yeah.
No.
I know you'd probably answer yourself if this was a choice, but
You can
you
be.
would pull out your gun and shoot a blank running towards you. Would it be A, a diseased hobo, B, a horny priest, black man in a hoodie armed with candy?
B.
Diseased? A.
B.
I'll go with A again. I don't know.
Horny priest.
The disease guys gets to you, you're getting a disease though. A, all the way.
It doesn't mean he's running for him. He's just running at him.
He's for him.
All right, who are you shooting?
Yes,
Part of me
A.
wants to go with a really messed up answer here.
He wants to go with
Just
C.
do it.
I know he wants to see.
But what would you really do? Why wouldn't you want candy? I don't even understand.
I'd probably shoot the priest because I don't want him to come give me the Father McFeely.
Are you willing to risk dying of a disease?
I can outrun a hobo. He's domesticated. Like, he can run after me.
Can you really outrun someone?
You don't think I can outrun people?
Well, we all know I fall down.
I'm just
I was
kidding.
gonna say Brian can't, so
Yeah.
there's that.
Captain B would be screwed. Quarter mile in, he'd
Yeah, all I
fall.
gotta do is outrun Be Slow.
Who said I was with you?
Yeah.
I'm just assuming.
All right. You're shooting the priest.
All right, well, that was the game of the week. That was Disturbed Friends, and I'm sorry for everybody that had to play this.
Hey, by the way, Dallas Stars! Dallas Stars! 4-4.
Hey, wait, what? Did you just say 4-4? They scored?
4-4.
Actually happened. Yeah.
Calm down over there.
We're a little behind on the streaming.
Gosh.
By a lot, actually.
Is it still 4-3 over here?
Yeah, it's definitely 4-3. I don't know what you're talking about, Texas. I think that goal was disallowed.
Yep.
It must be like a time zone difference.
He's in the future. Dallas Stars.
I thought they were behind us.
They are.
Yeah.
I was kidding.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
I was gonna
well,
say,
speaking
I made-
speaking of sports, it is time for our sports segment.
I'm gonna get whiskey.
I want vodka, but I don't want to mess sport.
Yo, Texas, I'm guessing you don't have any sports news for us, or do you?
Not really.
Is Zay there?
Besides the Stanley Cup Finals are going on right now. It is 2-1 Tampa Bay. They are playing Game 4 as we speak. And here in a couple seconds, Dallas Stars will tie it up on your guys' end, and it'll be 4-4 with 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third period.
I'm actually
Jeez.
right with Texas.
You're like 2 minutes behind you.
I don't believe that.
I mean,
Sounds like fake news. Fake news.
This is fake news.
Mine just went to commercial, so
Wow.
It needs to stay 4-4 because my
I wonder if I
son
should.
said that the final was going to be the number 8.
It's not actually possible to stay 4-4 unless the world comes to an end.
Well, the way things are going, it's possible.
At this point, nothing
It is
would
4-4. Gosh, dang it. Ugh.
Do you think you would make that up?
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe it's this far behind.
just to screw with her.
I mean, I'll try to refresh it a little bit. It did freeze up a lot.
technically I can go right now for 5.
I just can't believe you're cheering against Stevie Y's team.
Well, one is Jim Neal's team though, so
That's true.
it's a Red Wing versus Red Wing kind of team.
Well,
So,
plus I live in Texas, so Dallas
Well, I know
Stars.
that. I've actually been there and visited you, so
I know you have. I was pointing that out to Brian because he said he's surprised I'm going against Stevie Y's team. In other sports stories, NASCAR had its had its Bristol race last week on Saturday. Kevin Harvick won that. They have trimmed the playoffs to the 12, I believe.
Yep.
I'm doing all this by memory, and I've had a
I'm
couple of
blaming
shots. So.
Naked, unfortunately.
And
But-
neither did oh god, the guy who drives the other Menards car. I can't think of his name.
Matt DiBenedetto.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
I
who would
couldn't
he-
say it if I wanted to.
But that's okay. It happens sometimes.
So
from time.
I found out that the NASCAR race that me and my son are going to, my son's favorite driver, who is number 9, Chase Elliott, will be driving a pink Hooters car.
Nice.
Nice.
Save the Tatas.
Yeah.
So your top 12 right now in the
oh
next
god, they scored on themselves.
in the next round of the playoffs that have gone on is Kevin Harvick, obviously, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., Alex Bowman, Austin Dillon. Let's see here: Kyle Busch, Clint Boyer, Kurt Busch. So both Bushes and Almirola also made it in. Eric
That's a lot of
Almirola.
Bush.
Yep. So
in other NASCAR news, there will be a new team next year that is owned by Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin. And the driver for that will be Bubba Noose Wallace.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Bubba Noose Wallace. The pull down to the garage.
Other than that, baseball's in its final few games of its short 60-game season. The final games start. The final game will be Sunday. So by the time you've listened to this, you will know if your team's in the playoffs or not, because they're doing 16 teams in the playoffs this year instead of the normal 8. The Big Ten is starting football in October after saying they were going to wait till the spring, and now the Pac-12 has decided they're going to start a 7-game season in November.
Oh wow. Also, Penguins gal wants to talk a little sports too. I don't know if you knew this about her, but she's a big sports fan.
So I would like to comment on the baseball season. So unlike some people's favorite Detroit Tigers, the Twins, Minnesota Twins, will actually be advancing to the playoffs this year and are making a run at winning the division, which nobody really thought was possible because
They're a Minnesota team.
yeah, they're pretty terrible. So pretty excited. They are coming up playing the Reds for the last series of the weekend. Sorry, I'm getting really distracted. So they're battling the White Sox to win the division. And so we'll see what happens in the next 3 games.
That's exciting. You pretty much just want to make sure you don't play the Yankees, right?
Yeah. So goal is win the division. They won't have to face the Yankees in the first round, and that would be ideal.
Everyone wants the Yankees.
Hey, Texas, how are your Astros doing?
Looks like they're going to make it. They're going to be the last team to make it in.
Oh, okay, still cheating.
I'm
go
just
JV.
wondering.
The top 2 teams.
Unfortunately, Justin Verlander is done for the season. He's having Tommy John surgery. He's going to be out until 2022.
What?
Yep, he's
That
out
is a
until
long
2022. Well,
The
Tommy John surgery is normally a year-long out anyways, but because Verlander is going to be, I think he's 37 right now, he's got a lot of wear and tear on that elbow, so it's going to be a little bit longer for him.
Wow, yeah. I guess Astros might as well just give the spot to the Tigers then.
Nice try there. Your beloved Tigers are 22-33.
I know. I'm disappointed that they weren't worse because I want to get another overall number 1 pick, but they're still going to get a really good pick.
I will say, too, the other thing, and the same thing I feel like happened with hockey, there's teams that are going to be like maybe 500, maybe even under 500 and making the playoffs, which I think is a little ridiculous. So this year can just go ahead and wrap up. And, as much as I would like to see Tampa beat Dallas in the Stanley Cup, this is all just kind of a fake season. So just move it along.
I mean, your name's still in the cup, though. You worked hard for that because you worked hard for 3 months, like training at your house or apartment or whatever. Well, I'm sure you probably did.
Just hanging out, making a lot of money.
But don't forget about the regular season. You had to work hard to make it. Not all teams made it. What the heck is that?
It's the Jumanji drums.
Oh.
I was going to say somebody's.
I didn't even see Brian had his phone there. Shit, I thought we were all about to die. Am I having a stroke?
But Penguins gal, do you have any other sports news?
So little kids started playing sports together again, and that's really exciting. I actually do want to have a little bit of a serious moment for anyone that has kids that are in organized sports. I think it's really important that they bring those back, and I'm really happy that I went to my girlfriend's kids' baseball game, and so I think it's really good that we're getting things back to normal for kids' lives. So
I totally agree with that.
Yes.
It's very important for kids to be out there, learning teamwork,
You get X and
being
soccer.
with their, actually interacting with other kids is important as well.
Not until they wear a mask.
And kids have to get their energy out somehow.
Maybe
'cause
floor
they have a
hockey
lot
this
of
winter
it.
if possible.
Put them in anything that makes them run around in a mask.
Well, they don't wear masks in sports.
It's not Minnesota.
In Michigan,
In Michigan,
they do.
The governor has mandated that they can go back and do like high school football and all this, but they are 100% required to wear a mask. If they
At
don't,
all
they
times.
do not play, and that is dangerous. So my son will not do anything where he is required to go out and run and exert energy in that fashion with a mask over his face.
Well, that's fair. I mean, and that's one of the nice things. So I went to his Brady's baseball game, and they were all together in the dugout and everything, which was great. And like you're all out in the open, but yeah, if you were wearing a mask, that would be stressful.
Our governor is a sociopath, so there's that.
Oh boy.
In other sports news,
I think you're losing, by the way.
NASCAR's first race of the playoffs is Sunday in Las Vegas.
You mean
And what?
their first race of the round of 12 playoffs?
Well, technically, it is the playoffs, isn't it? Because they don't have any.
They've already done the round of
Part of that
16
is the
playoffs.
late
Oh, they do have
racing.
16. Okay, I apologize. Yes, the first race, the round of 12. And on Saturday, which this week, well done and passed by the time y'all listen to this, UFC had a pay-per-view event, UFC 253, which is main evented by Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa for the middleweight championship. Oh, and they also have a lightweight title fight between Dominic Reyes and John Blachowicz, something like that. He's Polish. I don't know how to say his damn last name.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, you guys know what time it is now.
Tool time?
It's time for the top 5.
I got like a top 20.
5.
All right. So the top 5 this week is what is everyone's top 5 favorite crime or mystery TV shows or movies if you can't think of TV shows. So we'll go down south to Texas. Texas, what are you thinking?
All right. First off, I don't watch a lot of crime or mystery shit. So, number 5, Boardwalk Empire. Number 4, Punisher on Netflix. Number 3, NCIS Los Angeles. Number 2, the show that was on USA called Happy. And number 1, Lucifer. Moving on to someone else who actually gives a shit.
Hey, Lucifer's awesome.
I'm feeling happy.
You should be really happy about what
feeling
you said.
glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless. But not for long, the future.
Rick Spade, what
It's
about you?
coming on, it's coming on.
Okay, so my number 5 was White Collar on the USA Network. That was one about the former criminal that teamed up with the FBI agent Peter Burke to help take down other bad guys. Number 4 is NCIS LA. A big fan of LL Cool J, so I've watched every season of that. My number 3, which I finally just caught up and got to the last episode of the last season that was on, Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
Law and order.
Applause.
Dot, dot, dot.
Hashtag Big Bang Theory.
Did you see what I added on yours on that one, Rick?
I did. That was great.
Because Trump put on Facebook Law and Order. Rick put in the comments hashtag Big Bang Theory. I put on there hashtag Biden has a gerbil up his ass.
Biden has a gerbil up his ass. Dot, dot, dot.
Oh, man.
All right.
Okay, sorry to disrupt.
You're fine. My number 2, Psych. Obviously, that's one of my favorites. I just finished watching the.
Rick is gaining too.
I'm 4 shots in, so
I'm about 3, but I ran out of Tennessee whiskey.
that's one of my favorites on USA. Obviously, it's a comedy, but it's also pretty interesting to see how he solves the mysteries.
Awesome is what it is.
Which one?
It's like
Psych.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, my number 1, Monk.
That's a good show.
That was a good show. And that's my top 5 crime/mysteries.
All right, Captain B, I can tell you want to talk. What do you got for us?
I'm going to do several honorable
Good
mentions.
God.
I wrote them in crayon. Mention the Tiger King.
It is legit considered a true crime
All right,
document.
we have
Documentary.
Mindhunter, The Rookie, Flashpoint, Chicago Code, Rookie Blue, Graceland, NCIS, Cold Justice, Cops, Scooby-Doo, and CSI Miami. All right. And number 5, Blue Bloods. Number 4, Lucifer. Number 3, Psych. Number 2, Live PD. And the big number 1, Southland. Yeah.
Probably Chicago PD wasn't on there.
Sorry.
I thought you were going to say South Park.
Actually, let me go back one. Honorable mention for NYPD Blue, because everybody always forgets about that, but that was a great show.
Oh, yeah, that started like police dramas, like well, procedural ones.
Toast to that.
605. What do you got?
All right. Well, I've only got a couple honorable mentions. I don't usually, but this week I do. Law and Order, Criminal Intent, and SVU. The original CSI, when Grissom was still on there, after he left, it just went to shit. And Homicide Hunter. And then for my top 5 would be First 48, 4, Body of Evidence, 3, Scooby-Doo. I've got a tie for number 2 between Psych and Lucifer. And my number 1 would be Bones.
Nice.
She's in love with David Boreanaz.
Oh, yes, I am.
Did you like him
She
as
gets
Angel?
wet just thinking about him.
I did.
I remember him as Angel and Buffy.
I really did, but I liked him a lot better in Bones just because I loved his personality.
Yep. What if he was in Bones, but he was a vampire? Ooh.
That would kind of throw the whole thing just completely out of whack.
Be interesting.
Because the whole thing was for him to get involved with Bones. As a
Um,
vampire, that might be a little difficult.
you could do it still.
But he did it with Buffy.
Exactly. What's this? Oh, Penguins gal. What do you got?
Okay, so just kidding. Okay, so I didn't really get prepped for this question, so
None of them do,
we'll see.
honestly.
So I really only have 4 shows on here. One of them, I don't know if I would call it a crime show, but it has not been mentioned yet. I'm going to start with, so I'm only at 4. Number 4, I have Bates Motel, which has anyone watched that?
That's like a mystery one, though.
Yeah.
I've seen some of that on Netflix.
It's kind of a crime show.
I like it.
Then I'm going to go with Monk.
That's-
Then I'm going to go with Law and Order, Criminal Intent, and then I have to round it out with Law and Order, Special Victims Unit.
Hashtag Law and Order.
Dot.
I
All
had
right.
to dribble up his ass.
I,
Is that why he can't talk? You know the thing. You know,
Man, I'm surprised there's room up there with everyone else's head.
everyone else is shoved up in his ass.
All those snowflake heads shoved up there.
Monk. That's an honorable mention for me.
Monk.
As is Live PD.
Yeah.
Also, Cops. That was filmed on location back in the day with men and women of law enforcement.
Cops filmed
Yeah.
on location with the men and women of law enforcement.
All suspects were innocent until they were proven guilty. You know.
In the court of law.
Yeah. So, and then there's a show called Stumptown I really liked.
boys,
I don't know if it's coming back or not.
What you want?
Also,
It was canceled last I saw.
Was it? Man, all my shows are like all
Nope,
those
those
were
are
getting
birds.
canceled. And then the Tiger King. Gosh darn it, Carol Baskins. But anyway,
I would
That bee,
imagine
Carol
Live PD
Baskins.
will show
know-
back up on
I hear it.
A&E.
I hear it
before too
probably
much
is going to
longer.
come back. Yep.
Well, that's
Speaking-
because their rate plummeted.
50%.
What, Josh?
Speaking of your Tiger King, I'm surprised you never put in the news about the fact that Joe Exotic wrote President Trump like a 235-page
He did.
letter begging for a pardon.
I wouldn't be surprised if he
Oh, I
got
didn't-
pardoned.
I didn't know the letter was that long, though.
But it won't
Yeah,
happen
it was
any.
like 230 pages or something like that.
That's insane.
If Trump loses, I bet he might pardon him. If he wins, he'll have to wait for another 4 years.
So it's going to depend on what the results are if he's going to pardon him.
I think so, yes. All right, top 5. For number 5, 24 with Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was great. It was addicting, too. I would stay up so late watching that.
I'm addicted to
Number
you.
4, Lucifer.
Yeah.
What a great show. I love that show. Number 3 from when I was a kid, Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Like Zoink Scoop.
This is ridiculous. I couldn't open my fireball, but my 15-year-old son could. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Good job, Zay. Woohoo.
He's got the man hands,
Yeah.
and you don't. All right. And my number 2 choice is good old Chuck. I love Chuck. That's just a great show.
There's none of you weirdos with Austin Powers.
And then number 1, Knight Rider.
Knight Rider.
I thought you were going Star Wars.
No, I'm picking Knight Rider for my favorite mystery crime show. So
Which
I
one, the
love-
original or the one they tried to reboot?
The original.
I mean the reboot I enjoyed too, but the
With
original.
Mr.
the
Hasselhoff.
Hoff.
With
Yep.
a Hoff.
You don't hassle the Hoff. William Daniels as Kit. Oh man, so great, so great. But yeah, that is my top 5.
Okay, I'm going to add.
You're
I'm going to add my number 5.
Ooh, we got to add.
I can't remember what it is.
But I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure. So, does anyone know what Perry Mason is? Yes. So I'm putting that as my number 5. So now I have 5.
All right,
Does anybody
Number
else know what Perry
5.
Mason is besides me?
I don't.
Isn't
That's
it that old guy? No, that was Quincy. I don't know.
I mean,
No, it's like an old.
you might want to be
Like-
a little more specific than that. There's a lot with old guys,
No,
right.
I was. Quincy's another one with an old guy. I was thinking of that one.
Guess what, guys? It is time for some cop talk.
And now, it's time for Cop Talk. Ugh, tasers hurt. It hurts so bad.
Hi, guys.
All right, what do you got for us today?
I got a question for you guys.
Okay, I have an
This
answer.
comes out of the city of Buffalo. Should uniform officers be required to show their names on their uniforms?
Nope.
I have mixed emotions about that. I mean, what's the best? Let's say a police officer does something wrong and he wants information and he won't give it to you. Wouldn't it be helpful then if you had the name or just
Then
write
you
the
tell
badge?
command what call it was, and they'll figure out who it was.
Okay.
He can wear a number.
Okay, no, I'm just curious. Oh, I like
You know
that
what?
idea.
I'm gonna say.
Badge number.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say with all the crap going on, no, because some of those psychos could probably track you down by your name. So I'm gonna say no.
That's exactly what happened in the city of Buffalo. Their cops are being targeted at home, their families, their pets. So what the city of Buffalo did is they made all uniform officers remove their names from their uniform. So that way they didn't know who they were.
What would be really cool is if they can put a nickname on there, like anything they wanted. Like yours would just say "Be Slow."
Or Stiggy.
That'd be awesome. I like that
Yeah.
idea. So then they could still be like, "Be Slow did this or that," but they could never be able to look you up or anything.
Yeah. Yep. And here's a story. It comes out of, guess, Florida.
Florida.
Shocking.
All right, you ready for this? Tampa,
No.
Florida. A misunderstanding over a few Lightning fans' passion for their team during the Stanley Cup final Wednesday night produced a scene in Tampa rife with cops and, in the end, comic relief. Devin Garnett, a Bay Area super fan of sorts, recently profiled.
Wait. What was his name?
Devin Garnett.
Oh, they said Kevin Garnett, like the former basketball player.
Devin with a D.
Oh, okay.
He was watching Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final Wednesday evening with two buddies at Radius Palms apartment near USF. In one first period sequence, when Victor Hedman controlled the puck in the Lightning's offensive zone, the friends began screaming, "Shoot! Shoot!" at the TV. Evidently, that prompted a neighbor to call police. Minutes later, a handful of Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office deputies were at their doorstep. So they came to the door and thought there were guns in the house, said Garnett. We're like, nope, we're just screaming for Steven Stamkos.
That's awesome. I can see that happening to me.
I thought that was funny. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, don't want to cover this one right now. No, we're going to stay positive today. All right. This is also out of Florida. Somebody broke into their neighbors. They cut off their wee-wee because his neighbor were having extramaritals.
Not only did he cut it off, he ran away with it.
He ran out the door with a wee-wee in his hand.
I chappy your pee-pee.
He took justice into his own hand.
Wee, all the way home.
Let's see. So we go drunk Arkansas men shoot each other to test their bulletproof vest.
Yeah. It reminds me of Super Troopers when they test the cup.
Back in my day, we used blanks.
And it was the rookie that got naked.
How are you shooting? What about that one?
Oh, don't worry about that little guy. An officer in California was charged with sexual contact with, in Cali, a man was charged with sexual contact with human remains.
Ew.
He was groping a corpse.
He was playing with the titty.
That is sick. Does not surprise me that it comes out of California.
They caught him on the body cam.
Oh.
He forgot to turn his body cam off.
That's not good.
That is disgusting, man. Wow. In Florida, a man was arrested while attempting to steal another man's peacock. Oh! The man was caught when the angry peacock attacked him. Don't mess with the peacocks.
What?
It gets you.
What possible motivation could any man have to steal a peacock?
Who steals another man's peacock?
He wanted to see his peacock cock.
His peacock
cock.
What possibly could be in it for him?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Kids yelling.
But
That's it I got. Any questions for me?
oh yeah, is there a question?
So for Ask a Cop, we go to the Puppetville PV.
Hang on. Before we go to the Puppetville PV,
PD.
I whatever.
The Puppetville PV.
I want to. Brian was talking about pretty much necrophilia. So I found the one Urban Dictionary definition that almost made me throw up.
Do I want to
I
know?
kind of want to read it to him.
I feel like we need the song though.
We don't need the song
We
because I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to finish. I'm gonna end up throwing up.
Read it.
Okay, so this is called Munging, Munging, and the definition is the one thing worse than genocide. One must first have no shame. Then he must find a newspaper to find an obituary of a recently deceased man or woman. Then must find a buddy with no shame who will aid him in this act. The partners then must go to the cemetery where they dig up their victim, flip a coin, the loser or winner, depending on how sick you are, applies his or her lips to the genitals or anus of the corpse, while the other partner proceeds to climb the nearest tombstone and elbow drop the corpse stomach, thus forcing out a blend of rich bodily fluids and embalming materials into the partner's mouth. This blend is called mug. The act of getting the blend on your face is called munging.
Boy, I got drunk at the wrong time.
I know. I threw up the first time I read that. That's how I laughed.
All right,
That's no.
No one else needs to ever know that
We should just
in
do
the
it
rest
just
of the
like
life.
Well, too bad our 50 listeners now know this too.
You don't want
Chelsea,
to know.
Chelsea's the only one who is clear, who's
Don't
free and
wanna
clear.
know.
What I miss?
Nothing.
You're better off not knowing.
Oh,
Oh.
no, I'm not that kind of person. What I miss?
Oh,
elbow dropping dead people while giving them a blowjob.
What?
Elbow drop dead people while giving them a blowjob.
Brian
Cause-
talked about necrophilia pretty much, and munging is when you dig up a dead body, someone puts their mouth on the person's genitals or anus, and then someone else jumps off a tombstone and elbow drops the corpse, squirting all the liquids into that person's mouth.
That's gross.
I think it's upsetting that Chelsea actually finds it amusing because everyone else is like, I gotta go. Like, this is
Texas
done.
found it amusing.
That was an evil
No,
laugh.
I think
The first time Texas read that, I swear to God, I almost threw up. But being like 6 shots in, I thought that was pretty damn funny. Okay, let's go to Puppetville PP.
It just, nothing surprises me.
The Puppaville pee-pee.
that's not true. You were surprised that I picked rape on my question.
Well, okay.
All right, with that being said, from the Puppaville PD, here comes Puppet Be Slow.
You didn't see a guy go by here, did you? All right, it's a Nebraska Cup. Okay, so today's question is an easy one. What is the stupidest law that Be Slow thinks shouldn't be? Okay, bye.
Just in case B couldn't hear it, the stupidest law that should not be.
There's so many.
That's true.
I can think of a rule he doesn't like, but it's not a law.
Yeah. Executive orders.
Is there like a certain law though? You're like, we really don't need that. Maybe like certain speed limits that should be raised, or
What have I complained about?
You've seen some really dumb laws from other states. I'm sure you
Lately, the governor.
The 1945 law.
Yeah, that's been the biggest thing right now is that 45 law.
Well, for those people at home, why don't you infer them what the 45 law is?
Yeah, because I ain't got a clue.
1945 law gives the Michigan governor unlimited powers to do whatever she deems that she wants to do to the entire state of Michigan without any checks or balances from anybody.
Under a state of emergency. She can't just do it. She has to declare a state of emergency, supposedly prove that the state of emergency is necessary, and then she has unlimited powers under the guise that she is protecting the state and its citizens.
But just criminal laws, I don't know. What do I not enforce?
There's just so many.
What don't I enforce?
You don't enforce the mask rule.
It's
No,
not
I
a
do
law,
not.
technically.
That's an executive order.
I've heard that there was one instance with some party that involved underage drinking that was not enforced.
There you go. What they've changed with the MIPs.
Oh, MIP is no longer criminal.
And then, but tobacco still is.
Oh,
And
there we go. There we go. Okay. I do not write MIP tobacco to minors. I think it's absolutely stupid that if you're caught under the influence of alcohol with alcohol as a minor, it's not criminal. If you're caught with marijuana as a minor, it's not criminal. But if you're caught with tobacco,
A
it's
cigarette.
criminal. I will not enforce that. It's completely pointless.
Bang
I
biscuit.
agree.
There we go.
I got it.
There we go. So I like that one.
See, I'm
Yep.
fitting in really,
Yeah,
there we
really
go.
quick with everyone here.
There we go. I like that one. So the tobacco and criminal.
All right.
All right. Well, that was some good cop talk. I especially enjoy the Tampa Bay one, 'cause I feel like that could actually legit happen to me someday. But all right. It's
I'm
time.
surprised it hasn't happened already.
Also, the cops called her and I watched her having a phone conversation with someone.
I
I
did.
thought she was having a domestic, and
I
she was just
did.
having a conversation with her grandma on the phone.
In all fairness,
Did it get really heated?
I was very upset at my boyfriend at the time, and I was on the phone with her crying and being very passionate. And the next thing I know, I've got a knock at my door. It's like 10 o'clock at night, and I look through the little hole, and there are two cops standing at my door, and I'm going, okay. I open it. They're like, yeah, we just got a call about a possible domestic. And I'm like, I'm alone. They're like, well, do you mind if we come in and check? Sure. I mean, literally, I'm in a 3-room apartment. You could stand in the living room and see the entire thing. So one cop is standing there talking to me, asking me what's going on, while his partner is going to my bedroom and my bathroom with his little flashlight, peering around the corner,
Not using the light switch.
not using the light switch that was right next to him on the wall. Like, yeah, there's nobody hiding in my bathtub.
There were no dead bodies there.
Did you get into a fight with yourself, ma'am? Do we need to send half of you to jail?
I was like, it's okay. I'm just upset with my boyfriend. I'm on the phone with my grandma working it out. It's all good.
Man, do I have a funny cop story.
You do?
Oh, I do.
You want to share it now or during your segment that's coming up?
No, we'll do it right now.
All right,
So-
let's hear it.
So when I was living in the apartment complex by myself the first time, B remembers this because I used to hang out all the time. I had these neighbors that were really annoying, and they used to like bang on the walls and get drunk and everything. So one night I got pissed, and I went to go with a buddy of mine to Indiana, and they were banging on the walls and stuff prior to me going. So I said, "Fuck it." So I decided I'm going to get on my computer. I turned on gay porn that was like 4 hours long, and I turned it up as loud as I could, and I walked out of the apartment. When I came back, cops were at my apartment going that they had a loud disturbance noise, and I told them what happened, and they decided not to write me up. But I had to go, I had to let them in and show them that there was nobody in my apartment, and I had to explain to them how I put gay porn on the computer because my neighbors were loud and obnoxious. So
Wow.
That's awesome.
good shit.
That's better than any stupid ass dad joke Jay Hizzle's gonna tell later.
And they're going to be funny.
All right.
No, not really.
I'm 6 to 7 shots in. I guarantee you I won't laugh at any of them. His dad jokes suck. All right, next segment.
Rick segment. Rick, what do you got for us today?
Okay, well, I'm going to give you a double dose here.
Please, not another crotch shot.
I didn't give a crotch shot earlier.
Oh, I saw the workout video.
There's your crotch shot.
Wow.
All the way from Texas. Crotch
Wow.
shot.
Okay.
Go get a refill.
So, since everybody's drinking today, let's talk about vodka.
She's not. She's sober.
So, I like me some blue raspberry vodka,
That is good.
What?
but sometimes it's strong going down. So, here's my trick. So, you take your shot glass
I just.
and you fill it with the raspberry vodka about halfway, maybe a little over halfway.
A little more than half.
Then you take your blue raspberry Hawaiian punch. And you mix that with it,
This looks horrifying.
and then
Looks
you can't
kinda
taste the
good.
vodka. You get that nice blue color.
Texas looks like he's about to die.
You dying, Josh?
Texas has been up since 5 a.m. Texas is tired.
Some of us went to bed about 5 a.m., I think.
Yeah, it was.
So you mix it with the blue raspberry vodka, the blue
Yes.
raspberry Hawaiian punch, and you don't get that strong vodka taste. Makes it smooth going down. Then you get about 7 shots in, and you get pretty fucking drunk. So that's the alcohol part of the portion of the segment. Now let's talk about the gym.
Title to defend.
So I was at the gym today, and I was talking to a person, and they asked me,
You're
Um,
pumping
guy,
iron.
a guy or a girl, someone that worked out or worked there.
somebody that was working out,
Okay.
but they were asking me, what's the difference between getting mass on your muscles and toning it out? And I told them one of the things that I like to do is if I'm getting
What's
mass
bigger?
on my muscle, I like to do sets. And the way-
Sex?
Sets.
Justin's real about sex. He said so last night.
But what I like to do is I like to do 3 sets of 10 or 15 with a higher weight, and that's how I get more mass on my muscle. But if I'm trying to tone it out, I like to do what they call intermittent sets. So I might do like a lower weight for like a minute or 2 minutes. Sometimes I'll base it on a song, and I'll stop based on where the chorus is at.
Real quick, from what I was told, if you're trying to lose weight, less weight, more reps will help you lose weight.
And lots of cardio.
Yeah, because if you're doing more weight, you're still gaining weight, but you're just building it into muscle. So less weight tones it out. FYI. But yeah, I like to do intermittent sets if I'm trying to tone things out, trying to make things a little more leaner. I might do it for a minute, minute and a half, depending on what it is. Like today, I did abs, and when I did that, I ended up doing it to a song. When the chorus hit, I would just change the direction that I was doing. So, and are you guys caught up on the game yet?
No.
Should I give you breaking news?
No,
Did
no,
Tampa
no,
score?
No. He's gonna give
It's
us.
in overtime.
Well, I went to overtime.
Well, we knew it went into
Here's
overtime.
another
Overtime.
5 periods, guys.
No, it's not because he's telling us it's over.
My phone hasn't updated yet, so
Well, I'm watching the game. Somebody scored, but I won't tell you who. Anyways,
Oh, no.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
The drama. The pressure.
you'll find out eventually.
oh,
Tim,
damn it! I know who won.
Oh, we know who won because
no.
he's upset.
I'm not
What?
upset. I don't give a shit.
Stanley Cup's going to be raised tomorrow.
I literally asked Justin if we were gonna get a spoiler alert here. Oh yes.
Let me show you.
And we didn't, and now. Boop, 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 boop.
Waking the baby.
You gotta stay out of that sin bin, boys.
All right, what's your next thing? What's your next thing, Rick?
Oh yeah. So then I have a food review.
That's good shit.
So today I went to Steak and Shake, and I ordered the 7x7 burger.
Tampa Bay leads 3-1. Now you can continue.
For the record, that thing was massive. I mean, about clogged my artery, but I ate it in 20 minutes because I just worked out.
Didn't that basically just undo everything you did at the gym?
You know how much I've been eating since I've gone back to the gym? I ate 4 pork chops and a whole thing of cream corn the other day.
Well, the pork chops are healthy for you. A massive 7 and 7 from Steak and Shake isn't that healthy.
Well, it was a fresh hamburger as opposed to frozen, and it was cheese. So it wasn't as bad. It probably was bad. It's okay. But anyways, that thing was delicious. And that thing cost like $9 because it was $11.45 with my onion rings. So if you want to try it and clog your arteries, get that 7 for 7 burger.
Well, damn, I went to In-N-Out Burger and I got a triple for $9. I might have to go to Steak and Shake and get me a 7 for 7 for $9.
Yeah, you saw the picture of that. The thing was great. 7 for 7. Or 7 by 7. It's a 7 by 7.
Which, speaking of which, since our trip to California, I have tried In-N-Out Burger again to give it a second chance, and it is better than I thought it was.
Well, that's good.
Still not as good as Whataburger, but, you know.
I actually don't think In-N-Out is as good as people talk it up to be. So I'm kind of on that side of the fence.
I didn't think it was either. Then I tried it in California, and it was actually better in California than it was in Texas. And the one in New Braunfels, which I go by every day, isn't bad. Not as good as Whataburger, like I said, but still not bad.
I've only had it in Arizona, and everyone said like, "Oh, it's so different in California. It's so much better." And I was like, "It's a fast food restaurant. Like, I don't really understand that." But
I feel
You
it's
know?
like when you go to McDonald's, sometimes you'll get good fries. They're nice and
Oh,
hot, and other times you get shit.
that's about the salt, though. It's some 16-year-old kid that doesn't know what they're doing.
Well, and some of them clean better than the others. And
Yeah.
it's just a matter of the establishment.
I say it's all about that salt. About that salt. No pepper. It's all about that salt. About that salt. No pepper.
All right, Rick, what you got next? Let's shut him up.
You know what? I was gonna do a movie review, but I decided not to because I'm freaking toasted. All right, go on.
Well, I'm going to do a movie review then.
That's good shit.
Go on.
Before the podcast, I watched the movie Greyhound that is an Apple TV exclusive.
Ooh, is that about a bus?
No, it's
Actually,
in about World War II, and it has Tom Hanks in it. Basically, what it is during
Sorry.
well, he might be, but you know what it is during World War II when they were taking the ships from America to across the seas. They had battleships basically take them to try to protect them from German submarines. And at one point, basically 2 battleships were outnumbered by 6 submarines and had to defend the rest of the U.S. troops going to England and stuff like that. It was actually a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. We lost 2 of our participants. That's my movie review. What's next?
Oh my goodness. You want to know what's next, Texas?
The absolute worst segment that we do where we lose our entire audience because of this dumb shit.
that's
Sweet.
the tweet of the week.
It's the tweet of the week. Whoa. What button do I gotta press to get that to happen?
Yep. It's time to look at some funny tweets.
You're about to lose another audience member.
You could say I have an hourglass figure. It takes me an hour to figure out where my glasses are.
You suck.
You need to start pre-recording this with Xavier, and then you guys can do it together. and then put it into the podcast because he's the only one that thinks any of
Oh,
these
no.
things are funny.
Captain B thinks they're hilarious too.
Yeah, well, he's not here, so.
Well, he also has the maturity of a 6-year-old, so.
What? All right, I bought a chicken to make a sandwich. Turns out, it just poops all over the floor and doesn't make sandwiches. It's so funny.
You suck.
Lance is an uncommon name nowadays, but in medieval times, people were named Lancelot.
Bring on Guzzlebird. You're not funny.
Yeah.
and they're terrible.
No, they're great. I went to the beekeeper to get 12 bees. He counted and gave me 13. Sir, you gave me an extra. That's a freebie. All right. I got one more. I have a fear of speed bumps. I'm slowly getting over it. But
Oh my God, you suck with these.
they're so great. All right. Let's see what our presidential candidates are tweeting about. Joe Biden says, thanks for a great trip, Minnesota. Don't forget that early voting is now open across the state. And then he leaves a website that you can go to. So, today, Justice Ginsburg made history one last time, and I was so grateful to be there to pay my respects. May her memory be a blessing, and may we continue to be voices for justice in her name. That's a good one. I'm glad he was there to pay his respects.
They know nothing of justice.
Well, maybe he doesn't, but Justice Ginsburg, well, legit made a big difference. Was she more on the left? Yeah, but I'll definitely give her credit.
Oh man, I wish I wasn't drinking. I could leave you guys and go make money on DoorDash.
All right, but Donald Trump, of course, I'm sure he tweeted some stuff. Let's see what Mr. Trump has to say.
When doesn't he?
Oh, he always has a lot to say. But I'm looking through. He's retweeting. Like one of his just says, "Great." Let's see here. Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York wants to put New York at the end of the vaccine list, and that he doesn't trust the FDA, our federal government, even though the vaccines are being developed by the finest labs in the world. Wish he trusted us on nursing homes. Ouch, that's a burn right there. I think Trump's been in a lot of places. Like one of them was just landed in Atlanta, Georgia. On my way now. See everyone shortly. I know he likes to announce where he's at all the time. But that way you just know where he's at, what he's thinking. And,
is it bad if my face is numb?
What'd you do?
Nope. I've been drinking since the show started. You guys have sucked the life out of me.
So, let's see here.
Slap it, Josh. Just slap it.
Arnold has some good tweets out there. So he says, "This country gave me everything, and I truly believe this could be one of the best investments I have ever made. All of us can do our part to give back and fight for equality." Oh, so he made a good investment. Oh, here you go.
Must not have listened to any of your investment advice.
Today I sent a letter to 6,000 elections officials and county commissioners in states formerly covered by Voting Rights Act Section 5, inviting them to apply for grants funded by me to reopen polling centers and improve voting access. Awesome. He's putting his money where his mouth is. So he's trying to open up voting places across the country that were closed for financial reasons, giving them grants so they can open up so people can go there and vote. Good job, Arnold. I love Arnold too. Is that who are you talking to?
Talking to my son.
Oh, I love Zay too. So
Hi, Zay.
He's,
all right, well,
he's being a nice son and making me popcorn.
That's awesome.
I see you guys eating and now I'm hungry.
Try to end the tweet damn segment before I'm done. I'll fuck you up.
But now
we gotta get to the better part. We gotta get to Jurassic Park tweets.
And now it's time for Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark.
Can we please stop with the song?
Oh, someone let T-Rex out of his pen.
I quit.
Pray those things will harm me, 'cause they sure don't act like Barney.
And they think that I'm their dinner, not their friend.
God damn, you made everybody fucking leave.
We're here.
Pretty bad when you make everybody else leave the fucking show.
Looks like it's just Josh.
Well, I need him to come back because he was going to love this fucking joke.
Just say he'll listen
Someone
back.
text him to come back.
He'll listen back to it later.
No, he's got to come back.
Text him.
Trying.
Once
Try doing this shit with one hand. Texas! There he
They
is.
think that I'm their dinner, not their friend.
I will fuck you up if you make him leave again, God damn it. Alright, we're going to start with a joke.
Be quiet, guys. Okay, let's be quiet. Sorry.
What did Dr. Pepper do when his wife died?
I don't know, Mr. Guzzlebird. What?
He came in cans.
It's 10 times better than anything Jay Hizzle said.
Alright, now to the Jurassic Park tweets. Lots of people think Jurassic Park as an escape from the current situation, which is saying a lot because our whole thing is that dinosaurs will chase you and murder you. Alright, and then we killed one of the dinosaurs to make some Popeye chicken sandwiches.
Dad jokes are funnier.
Are you kidding, Texas?
It's 10 times better than the damn dad jokes.
I don't get it.
What don't you get?
Popeye's chicken out of dinosaurs.
That's not even chicken.
What the fuck? Hold on.
His microphone fell.
I don't malfunction.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Okay, I'm gonna have to have Rick Spade show this one to you. We made a huge mistake. This bird speaks full English. I think he might be related to me.
Oh, interesting.
That's an angry looking bird.
Uncle, is that you?
Does he have a hand up his butt too?
Baby? Fuck off. Okay, and my last tweet. Rick Spade can read it because he's pretty fucked up right now.
I'm worrying about my Urban Dictionary segment, Rick Spade. Don't feel bad.
Alright, if you're planning to visit and are concerned about the dinosaurs getting out of their enclosure, they don't really get out of them unless they want to.
I kind of like that. I get to that one. So you don't have to worry about them getting out unless they want to get out.
They're already out.
Real,
You fuck off.
real quick, I was on Facebook and they said that they spent like $3 billion or something like that on testing of the new Jurassic Park movie. I said, well, yeah, you want to make sure the dinosaurs don't get sick, and I'm sure it's one hell of a thing to try to find a swab long enough to stick up a brontosaurus's nose.
Yeah, very true.
That Spinosaurus got COVID-19. Alright, those are my tweets.
I think it's time to wrap it up with Texas's favorite segment.
It's the Urban Dictionary definition of the week. Take it away, drunkie.
Thank you, Guzzlebird. By the way, you're 10 times funnier than anything Jay Hizzle says during the show.
I know, I'm great.
10 times funnier than anything I say during the show.
Well, maybe not during the Urban Dictionary because you make us all pee our pants laughing.
That shit's hilarious.
Thank you. Dad
Let's
jokes.
do the wop.
I'm not even dad, and I know that.
All right, so this one came from the great Rick Spade. Jay Hizzle, can you tell me what a spunk trumpet is?
A spunk trumpet.
Spunk
Yep.
trumpet.
It's kind of funny because I have what comes to mind has nothing to even do with what that term probably is. Have you guys ever seen the show Dinosaurs from back in the day?
Love it.
Of course.
Yes.
You remember?
Not the mama.
Yeah, I remember there was like that brother, and he had like the hair that was sticking up.
Mm-hmm.
For I have zero idea why this came to mind, but when he said spunk trumpet, I thought the spunk like him with his like spunky hair, and I see him just playing a trumpet, and that's what I keep seeing in my head.
It's the brother in Dinosaurs playing a trumpet.
that is what I keep picturing. I'm sure there's some like really gross term, like it's when someone takes a trumpet and they, stick it up someone's butt and then they start playing some kind of jazz routine or something.
So you're thinking it's off of American Pie 2?
I mean, I'm guessing that's the Urban Dictionary real term, but I just think of that Robbie, I think was his name, the dinosaur playing the trumpet. So are either of those correct?
No.
Didn't they do that in band camp?
No, it was the second American Pie where she shoved the trumpet up his butt. Okay, spunk trumpet. When a lady is blowing a lucky guy, just as he thunders past the vinegar strokes, and he comes in her mouth, the puffing out of her cheeks at the point of no return is reminiscent of her playing the spunk trumpet.
Like a jazz routine?
Justin, do you know what vinegar strokes are?
Don't tell him. That'll be next week's.
That'll be next week's?
Now you gotta research.
No, I'll forget. I don't need to be researching on my computer what vinegar strokes are.
Definitely not your work computer.
Definitely not that. Dad, you know that Urban Dictionary segment we do? I was just curious to see what vinegar strokes were. Apparently, it's inappropriate.
I think I'd be getting a phone call from your dad.
Going back
He
to
might
that
make you pee in a cup again.
Oh, please ask him what vinegar strokes are.
Oh,
Yes, ask your dad what vinegar strokes are, for the love of
I
God.
don't even know what they are yet. I don't even think I want to know. I don't even know why anyone would stroke themselves with vinegar. But doesn't make sense. Look into the health properties of vinegar.
No, please, can we just do it now? Fucking day.
All right, so apparently, it's
Hey.
time for the.
Hey, I won't be here next week, so yeah.
All right, you know
All
what? We'll do 3 definitions.
It's the bonus Urban Dictionary definition of the week.
Oh my God.
Take it away, Texas.
Jay Hizzle, can you tell me what vinegar strokes are?
So no idea. I'm gonna say though that obviously it's not have to do with cooking. I'm just gonna say
I'm out.
maybe there's some kind of invigorating effect of using vinegar as like a lubricant when you masturbate. So I'm not sure if like you put it on your hands and then you stroke yourself. And well, no, I'm gonna guess that's the urban. I guess that's the Urban Dictionary definition. Does everyone else know what it is? I'm assuming.
Okay.
Or
For the love of God, can we get him drunk before every Urban Dictionary definition of the week from now on?
He's not drunk. No. He said like
my second drink.
yeah, he's on his second drink. He's not drunk, but
Just
Okay, buzzing.
no. I think this is just
Just
This
I
is
am
Jay
already-
in normal mode.
Okay. Vinegar strokes. The point during sexual intercourse where a man is irreversibly about to blow his load. The very worst time to have a stop of sex for any reason.
What on earth does that do with vinegar?
It's just called the vinegar strokes because you kind of make that face like when you sniff vinegar. You know.
Oh, it has to do with your face.
The O face.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
All right, I have one. I have another one. I just added. So
Never heard that. Okay. This one is for everyone.
yes.
It's the bonus Urban Dictionary definition of the week. Take it away, Texas.
Can anybody tell me what fish hook means?
Oh, I got this.
All right, go for it.
So, it's when you're doing a chick doggy style, and instead of choking her like I would normally do, you take your finger, you stick it in her mouth, you go one of these, and you're like, yeah, you like that, don't you, bitch? Fish hooks.
I was going to say it's during foreplay with your finger. Your finger's inside her vagina, you curl up like a hook, and you pull up. You caught her. Mm-hmm.
Penguin guy, you want to take a guess?
Penguin girl or Jay Hizzle? You gotta guess.
Something like that. I don't know.
Something like that?
And for the last but not least, Jay Hizzle.
All right,
Man.
tell us about fishing.
Yeah, clearly this has a fishing reference to it.
The fish hook.
A fish hook. So first I think of normal fishing, like you have a fish hook and you dangle something on it because you want a bite. Then my mind says this is Urban Dictionary, so it's dirty. So it has to do with like a guy and a girl and something sexual. So then I'm picturing like some weird setup where like a guy is suspended in the air and
wait, the guy's suspended in the air?
because his dick is dangling like the fish hook. And then and then the girl then she's laying down underneath it and she has to use her ab muscles to be able to lift her mouth up to the fish hook, and then she does stuff with her mouth.
What stuff? Details, please.
Basically it's a fishy hook blowjob.
Fishy hook blowjob.
Fishy hook blowjob.
Was any of us right?
That would be Mr. Rick Spade was 100% dead on balls accurate with his.
What was his again?
That's when you fish hook a chick with her mouth.
Let me give you the Urban Dictionary. Fish hook.
Just grab
While
the-
behind someone, insert your index finger into their mouth, pulling backwards towards the back of their head, therefore catching them like a fish on a hook.
That wasn't even that dirty. Oh wow, that's not often I out dirty Urban Dictionary.
Just wait, I got some pretty good ones coming down the pipe for you, buddy.
Down the pipe.
All right.
And I may or may not have done that in the last year. Anyways, moving on.
That was interesting. That was very interesting. Oops, I think 605 is stopping back in. She has some words of wisdom that she wants to share with us.
He's of a mom.
Welcome back. You missed him doing fish hook.
It is a full-time job when I was even on call.
Just so you know, so you don't miss it, the Urban Dictionary definitions of the week were spunk trumpet, vinegar strokes, and fish hook.
I don't know what any of those are.
Fish hook was.
Can we ask her?
It's
Can we
fun
Okay,
for
well-
bitches because
Do you want to take a guess on any of them?
Just go ahead and tell me.
Spunk trumpet is when a lady is blowing a guy, and just as he thunders past the vinegar strokes, he comes in her mouth. The puffing out of her cheeks at the point of no return is reminiscent of her playing a trumpet. Then I asked Justin what vinegar strokes were, which are...
You can't ask her to see it. Can you just try vinegar strokes?
I can't even top whatever nonsense came out of you. I'm not going to try.
Vinegar strokes was the point during sexual intercourse where a man is irreversibly about to blow his load, which is the very worst time to stop sex for any reason. And then fish hook was while being behind a woman, doggy style, you insert your index finger in her mouth while pulling backwards toward the back of her head,
Yeah.
catching them like a fish hook.
I
Oh,
knew that one.
I didn't catch the
I
doggy.
got it right.
Time. Okay, that is still is. Okay, I thought you just walked up to someone like in the store and just put your fingers in their mouth. I thought that was weird.
Yes, Justin, I would love for you to walk up to anybody and just put your finger in their mouth and fish hook them.
Well, this is a COVID time. That's not a good idea.
It's Jumanji, so who knows?
I don't think
Bad
that's
touch.
good at any point to
Oh, no.
do somebody.
It's very germy.
And then I told Justin he's got some good ones coming down the pipe.
I would be more worried about somebody just
What's
hauling
you,
off
Jay?
and knocking you out for putting your finger in their mouth.
Oh, I would never do that. That's just. I thought that's
I'd knock that person out.
me too. I don't know what would
That's
happen
what I
actually.
mean.
But all right. So who's got some good advice today?
All right. Well, just to let you know, all of mine come from fortune cookies this week. No one ever became great by intimidation. That one's upside down. I got to flip it around. Success is living up to your potential. That's all. And the last one. When you feel defensive, examine what you fear. Thank you. Thank you, Taste of China. I'm going to use those numbers later, see if I can win some lottery.
4, 18, 22, 37, 43, 54.
This one actually has 41, 49, 46, 16, 52, and 12.
Rick,
10, 45, 20, 21, 26, and 35. And I don't know where the hell the other one went. Oh, there it is. 17, 19, 4, 50, 18, 27. If you win, I expect at least 1%.
That's fair.
Probably get more than that.
Rick, what do you got?
By the way, popcorn when you're drunk tastes really fucking fantastic.
Oh, Justin had that last night.
And
Don't
having
tell me that. There's popcorn on my table over there. Yeah, I don't really have anything today.
pick something up.
Life's a garden. Dig it.
All right, say that.
I like that.
That's a good one.
Keep on keeping on.
Quit taking all the good ones, damn it.
I'm giving you. You say them.
About tomorrow.
Yeah, don't stop thinking about tomorrow.
By
Jurassic
the
Park
way,
in the
when
dark.
I come up to Michigan, when Justin takes me to see Brian, I'm going to get out of the car and run just to watch Brian fall down.
Okay,
will-
okay. I got it.
Okay, what do you got?
Even if today was bad, just remember tomorrow's a new day.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
I do
It's
want
a
to.
new day. Yes, it is.
Every day is a new day.
We don't take it
I
for
thank God
granted.
for every breath I take.
I want to come on a ride along just in the small chance that I get to see Brian fall down chasing somebody.
Well, why are you on the ride along? Are you interested in being a cop someday? No, I
I
just
mean,
want to see him
the
fall.
last time I ran at somebody, I tackled him.
Really?
Yeah, that's
That's
about a
exciting.
month ago. Yeah.
Were they running at you?
Those-
Tracy
Easy
just
Puerto
didn't
Rican.
trip and accidentally fall into him.
Oh, it was a good hit. It was a straight on slam. Damn, in your face.
So I'm pretty sure you tripped and fell into him. All right, I got
And
you.
also had like a whole pharmacy in a system, but
A whole pharmacy of illegal drugs. Yeah.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Mm.
That could be an advantage to him because he doesn't feel pain.
I know.
I still
No.
think you tripped.
Captain Slow, what do you got for us today?
I think he tripped.
I like to listen. I have learned a great deal from listening carefully. Most people never listen. Ernest Hemingway.
You also like to watch.
Like when I do my segment on these podcasts.
Quit being so hard on yourself. We are what we are. We love what we love. We don't need to justify it to anyone, not even to ourselves. Scott Lynch. Oh. I hit some. Where'd they go?
I don't know.
Voice is not just the sound that comes from your throat, but the feelings that come from your words.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. All I heard was throat and coming. What?
Take care of your words, and the words will take care of you.
I like that too. Nice. Thank you. Ooh, Mrs.
I just found him 5 minutes ago.
You just found him 5 minutes ago?
Shocker.
That's okay. He said the same thing about his testicles. I just found them 5 minutes ago.
Let's see.
At least over 5 years ago, because I have a kid, you know.
We'll go Mrs. 605.
They could have receded in.
What do you have?
Don't wait for it. Work for it.
Ooh.
If you stumble, make it part of the dance.
Yeah, that'd be me.
It all begins and ends in your mind. What you give to has power over you if you allow it to. And then my final one. Nobody's approval is either desired or required to live your life. Me.
Question.
I like that.
Me, I said that.
Wait, do we have multiple questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
What?
Because I know you two are getting married. Are we having like a little party afterwards, or are you guys just going off the bang and we got to do something else?
I think the plan right now might be to all go out Friday night.
Strip club. I call it. We got to take Jay Hizzle. We've got to take Jay Hizzle to the strip
We're
club.
never going to get Jay in one, no matter how much we want to get him in one.
Give him about 7 to 8 whiskeys. He'll be fine.
It's fine.
I will be the DD
fine.
if he drinks to take him to a strip club. I really don't care. I don't need a drink to have fun.
Well, we'll find something more fun for everyone.
What's more fun than watching boobies in your face?
I do not want to play Yahtzee at your house again, damn it.
That would be a...
What is wrong with Yahtzee?
I feel
Seriously,
like
people.
I do feel like you would have fun though.
Oh no, I know I wouldn't. I'd just be ready. I'd be more excited for.
to get home and masturbate.
Look at them boobies.
To be fair, I've never been to a strip club either.
Me neither. Okay.
I haven't been to one in 10 years. Second.
I think we're all doing just fine.
I haven't been the one since Jello wrestling night when we almost died.
That was like in 2006.
Bingo.
Jello wrestling night. Interesting.
At the VU.
Oh, it was fantastic until we almost got killed by someone going the wrong way on I-94.
Kalamazoo.
Oh, you almost died on the freeway. I thought you were going to tell me there was an incident with the Jello wrestling and you almost died.
Funny thing about that, they had
Jello.
they had 2 Jello wrestling matches, right? One of them was basically just Jello wrestling erotica because one of the girls broke another stripper's collarbone the last time they did Jello wrestling night. So
Wow.
basically just her, because she was about 6'2", and the person they put her against was maybe 5'5".
That was stupid.
And then they just basically just ended up Jello erotica, and my God, it was fantastic.
Was it you or Desmond's that bought us the VIP seating?
That was me.
Yeah.
How do they make money off of that? Do you throw ones in while they're wrestling or what? Or you bet on them?
You throw ones in while they're wrestling.
I wonder
Okay.
how I missed this.
There
Well,
was-
unfortunately, at that point, Rick, you and I weren't really
Yeah,
close. Otherwise, I would have taken you.
That's fair.
At least that's,
However, when I'm up there in Michigan, I swear to God, I'll take you to a strip club.
at least that's like an event to go to. So
Sorry, I hate to derail us again,
It's always fun.
but I couldn't. There was one time Matt Allen was like, "Dude, I've got to go to this strip club," and I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Dude, look at it. It's mashed potato wrestling." I go, "Matt, look about half a centimeter above it. Male potato wrestling." I'm like, "I am not taking you to that. You gotta read, man. You gotta read."
should have taken him.
I'm not going to that shit.
Just pay for his cover and then leave him there.
Yeah, I'll pay for your cover charge. I'll be back in an hour.
Yikes.
Gotta go. See you later.
And he was like, I really want to go to this. I'm like, no, you don't. He goes, yeah, I do. I'm like, Matt, you don't want to go to this. Trust me.
I don't understand why the first fight was Mr. Hammer versus PP Square.
You know, the sad thing is, I remember the name of that tall ass stripper. Her name was Paris.
How do you know all this, man?
She was as tall as the Eiffel Tower.
Dude, she was a tall ass like dominatrix chick. That's not something you forget.
Eiffel Tower.
I don't know that I ever knew it.
The first one had a stripper named Raven in it, and she threw me her T-shirt. I used to have it. I don't know if I still do or not.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm drunk. Didn't mean to disrail. I don't know where the hell we left off, but
Were we good? All right. Penguins Gal, do you have any words of wisdom or advice you want to share?
Well, I would like to share some inspirational quotes from a great one
The great one, Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky.
Woo.
of the book I'm reading.
It was
It's 100
Gretzky's Tears for those of you listening to the audio version.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, I'm new to the podcast.
You're fine. I'm drunk. It's okay.
you're not the only one.
Yeah.
It's 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah, that's true.
I love
Michael
that.
Scott said that off The Office. Michael Scott.
Yes, that is also, yes. Office quote.
He did get that from Wayne Gretzky, though, you realize.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So, no, that's a really good quote. I like that's one of my favorites.
You're welcome, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you. All right.
I'm sorry you got put into this shit today.
She knew what she was getting into because I made sure she listened to a few episodes or parts of them. So
Yeah,
story
but
of
I
his
don't
dad.
think she was ever prepared for Rick and myself getting absolutely shit-faced drunk. But, you know.
That wasn't a game plan. It just happened.
Exactly, yeah.
Know something about hockey that you don't know? What?
whoa. All
I
right.
don't remember.
Do
it.
any of you know the story about Wayne Gretzky's dad?
I can Google it.
Oh my gosh! How do I know?
Google.
How do I know this and you guys don't?
He's
At
not a
this
Red Wing.
point, no. But I can tell you that AEW wrestler Chris Jericho's dad played for the New York Rangers and the Los Angeles Kings. I forgot their damn name for a second.
That was way off course. No,
Hey,
when- I don't know what it was that put him. He got sick, or he had to have a surgery or something. Like, had a heart attack or a stroke, and like he was the one that taught Wayne everything he knew about hockey. He was like his main.
Uber, guys.
Out here.
He was like his main inspiration, his main teacher, and then he had like a stroke or something happened, and he ended up in the hospital. And when he came out, he basically had amnesia. He remembered nothing about teaching his son, didn't know anything about the fact that Wayne Gretzky was one of the greatest hockey players.
So sad.
And I don't think he ever got his memory back.
Wow.
It's horrible.
That's crazy.
How the hell do I know that and you guys don't?
Okay, well, I'll give you this one. Gordie Howe was the ninth of like 13 children. His mother gave birth to him while chopping wood at their house in Canada. She didn't even go to the hospital. Just was chopping wood, had contractions. Boop, out popped Gordie Howe. That's why he had number 9.
So
What
he was
number-
literally born with an axe in his hand.
He was number 9?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why she didn't go to the hospital. She'd done it 8 other times. She knew what she was doing. The hell do I need a doctor for?
That's kind of crazy. All right, guys. Don't make a permanent decision on temporary feelings.
Agreed.
That's a very good quote.
Well, I should have made that decision when I got that unicorn tattoo on my ass.
Yeah, exactly. But
I'll get a leprechaun on the other side.
remember, you'll never be really happy as long as you gloat at misfortune of others. So that's a good one too. And the problem,
Except for Miss 605 over there, she glows at the misfortune all the time, and she seems pretty happy.
well, maybe there's exceptions to every rule.
Only if they deserve it.
That's okay.
So-
That's how most people are assholes. They all deserve it.
She still loves me. It's fine.
The problem with the world is that intelligent people are full of doubts, while stupid people are full of confidence.
And full of kids.
Think about that. It's actually true. A lot of smart people have some doubts. The stupid people are like, hold my beer.
So I'm stupidly smart because I have a combination of the both?
Sure.
Or am I smart and stupid?
That's how we end up in idiocracy.
We're heading there really fast. Gatorade.
Sometimes
H2O.
you have to walk away from people, not because you don't care, but because they don't.
Done that.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's a good quote and is real. And last but not least, no matter what, you'll be judged and criticized. So don't be afraid of doing something you like.
That's right.
Exactly. You can't worry about what others think all the
I'm
time.
going streaking.
You know what? If that's really what you want to do, go for it. Don't get caught because that'd probably be bad. But all right.
The police tend to frown
Whoa,
upon
I need
that.
sunglasses. This white man is streaking. Whoa.
He glows in the dark. He's albino. What the hell?
Don't make fun of my tasty ass.
No, that's
Well,
my
guys.
tasty ass.
I think I'm gonna close this interesting show.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us here at the Poddamn Idiots podcast.
I love everyone.
Please like and follow our Facebook page at Poddamn Idiots Podcast. You can reach us on Twitter at Poddamn Rick Spade, at Poddamn Texas, or at Poddamn Idiots P1, and by email at poddammidiots@outlook.com. Also, like our YouTube at the Poddamn Idiots Podcast and subscribe. And please subscribe, and leave a 5-star review, which we actually have gotten, believe it or not, on your preferred podcast app of your choice, like Apple, Google, Stitcher, Podbean, and more. And please tell your friends, your family, your loved ones, your creepy neighbor next door, the hot nurse that's taking your blood while you're trying not to get an erection.
Quit outing me, damn it.
The cop that just pulled you over because you were speeding.
The old man that gives you a lighter for your fire.
The old man that gives you a lighter for your fire. Exactly.
Relatable.
Your wife's boyfriend. The hot cashier at Goodwill.
Cashier?
Bitch.
Cashier. The hot cashier at Goodwill.
Goodwill.
Your babysitter. Your boyfriend's side piece. The hooker on the street corner.
Quit outing me.
Your drug dealer. Your pharmacist. Your bus driver. And
They're
anyone
called
else
standards.
that you come across.
Drug dealer and pharmacist, aren't they kind of the same thing?
Kind of.
No.
One's legal, one's
I
not.
was gonna
Tell
After you
them-
watch this, I will be on the corner of 35 and 1604. Meet me there. Arrrr. $5 make you holla. $5.
Bye, and somebody is going to be there.
You're the worst cheap date ever.
Please tell all these
$5. Anything you
people we're
want.
talking about to check out the Poddamn Idiots podcast. Goodbye.
Peace out, y'all.
I'm Jay Hizzle from the Poddamn Idiots podcast.
And I'm Rick Spade.
And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button to my right.
And maybe you want to see an older episode. See what we've been doing. I'm not sure why you'd start here, but maybe you haven't. Check out the video on the left. Check it out. Poddamn Idiots Podcast.
Thank you.